months later. 4 to 6 weeks later.
Okay, copy it, bad, moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything.
Life means family, and family means no one gets left behind.
I'm Doug, and I'm an alcoholic. My sponsor is Angel, and I'm grateful for him being in my life. He picked me up at a bus stop about 8 years ago, and at that time I had nothing very much in my life going on besides going to the wrong meetings, and that was about it. And if it wasn't for him and my higher power, I wouldn't be here, I don't think, still, if I didn't learn how to work the steps and the importance of this program.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
If you would have told me today that those people would be my best friends, that Angel name you would mean the world to me, I would have told you were a liar. But Alcoholics Anonymous will do that to you. YPAW will do that to you.
Hell yeah, YPAW.
On what service looks like immensely. A couple weeks after this, I trusted this man to get in the car and to go to a speaking engagement he had a couple hours away. And on this trip, I got to hear this man talk about service from the podium at a big Kid AA convention. And I was in tears about the way this man talked about service, and everything clicked for me that service isn't about what I'm getting. My relationships aren't supposed to be transactional. And this man, in setting the stage for Spooky Paw and building a YPAW community for us and having that fire, changed my whole world about how I show up in Alcoholics Anonymous and how I show up in my relationships and how I don't have to get shit back from people and that I'm only supposed to give. And
every week, Tyler gave the rules that he and I decided.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not...
Chandra, alcoholic. I just want to talk about Angel a little bit. He's like the dad of our family, our YPAW. When I first came in to Spooky Paw, I did not know what I was doing. I had no idea about service or really anything about AA. And Angel really took me under his wing and taught me that service is super, super important. I really wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him. He's helped me get through a lot of difficult things, and I'll be forever grateful for that.
I love it when we're cruising together.
He invited me to the Saturday night YPAW meeting, and he saved my life. He's taught me a lot over the last 5 years, a lot when it comes to service. The biggest thing is you always say yes.
Doing service with Angel is something special. He's very passionate, and he always encourages everybody to change their perspective to one of gratitude. He's linked me up with multiple people in the program who've become very important to me, including sponsees and newcomers who've ended up becoming a vital part of our group. He's always just encouraging people to get in the car, and he really cares about everybody, and he helps them feel that way. He's a person I can go to for advice when it comes to service, and I always can trust his judgment. The one thing he really does is he gets everybody hyped up and makes everybody excited to be of service, like it's something fun instead of a chore.
Hey, my name is Andrew, and I'm an alcoholic. Angel, although it may seem this way, is not my sponsor, but he has changed my life in a bunch of ways. Angel, to me, Angel is a father figure. Angel steps in when people in my life didn't. Angel's a brother who I can trudge with through the shitty times, through the good times. Angel's been there always to pick up the phone and to text me every fucking morning, good morning. Angel has been a pillar of my recovery. And I wouldn't be the man that I am today without his guidance and the other members of Alcoholics Anonymous. He taught me what service is. He taught me how to be a gentleman in the rooms, what good work ethic means, and how to fucking wrench on cars. Angel's been there all the way through. Yeah.
What's it like having Angel as a sponsor? You learn a lot about the depth of the steps and the depth of the program. You also learn a lot about fixing old cars. And you end up in a car club that you later realize that you did want to be a part of, but you had no idea that you wanted to learn how to fix old cars before. It's just something that happens. You frequently get told that you're a piece of shit. It takes you a long time of that to figure out that it's an endearing thing, not a criticism when he says that, most of the time. One of the coolest things about Angel being my sponsor is that we were really close before he was my sponsor, and this is the first time I've had a sponsor that felt like they were a family member. And I'd been told within the program before that people have told me incorrectly that your sponsor can't be your friend, or you can't think of your sponsor like family. I think it depends on what your relationship with that person was like before they were your sponsor, and I'm so grateful every day that Angel feels like family to me. And I love him.
Sometimes it's easy to ignore your higher power. That's when he'll send people to intervene in your life. If it wasn't for Angel intervening in my life and giving me suggestions and my willingness to take them, I could have missed it all. Angel has really set the foundation for Spokey Paw, and if it wasn't for him, none of us would be here today. There would be no fellowship, there would be no unity. Ultimately, there would be no Spokey Paw. Angel has taught me to be a respectable woman, mother, and member of Alcoholics Anonymous. And for that, I'm forever thankful. This is what being a part of Alcoholics Anonymous has given me. Say hello, baby.
Angel's my grand sponsor, and I am thankful for being part of his sponsorship tree.
I first came into Spokey Paw, and I had a mission, and it was 3 things, and it was, I'm going to be part of Spokey Paw, Angel will be my friend, and I will be part of the car club. I got all of those by sticking around and taking the suggestions that Angel has given me freely. Angel is now my sponsor, and what his sponsorship looks like is, for me, it's a mix. It's a lot of brotherly love. Like, he's not only like a father figure for me, but he's also an older brother to me, because it runs a lot deeper than just sponsorship when it comes to him. Personally, for me, my life has transformed exponentially just by taking the suggestions that he's given me, you know. I wouldn't be the man that I am today if it wasn't for him, and, you know, if it wasn't for him and Amy starting Spokey Paw as well. But yeah, sponsorship with him was it's interesting. One minute he's loving, and then the next he's whipping you for your step forward or write your shit down and quit procrastinating. But that's the kind of thing that I needed. I needed someone who was able to be a hard ass, but also be able to tie it in, with care and love. And that's what you get with Angel. Even if you don't know what day you're gonna get him, you're gonna get it either way. And there's something about that, just not only with the steps that he's helped me with, but also being able to be the sponsor that I need to be. I have the pleasure of sponsoring 2 young men and seeing them transform.
Hello, my name is Sage, and Angel is my grand sponsor. I'm a little sick right now, so I sound congested a little bit, but how he shows up for me as my grand sponsor is, well, he holds meetings at his house where everybody has to share. Well, you don't have to, but you have to share, it's like a thing. So he gets everybody involved. He makes you feel really welcomed. He'll include you in all the activities. Remember when I first started coming around, he my sponsor kept on pestering me to go hang out with Angel, and then Angel and me and him would like work on like a car, or like we cleaned up this backyard. So just doing a bunch of service work, getting involved in the program. At conferences, he's pretty fun to hang around. So he could like relieve some of that anxiety, that social anxiety, he's a good like mentor type figure, I remember at Icky Paw last September, he was I'm a stubborn, socially anxious piece of lard sometimes, and I was like standing completely still, like not dancing, and he showed me how to have a little bit of fun in the mosh pit, which I didn't really enjoy, but he's there for me. He's teaching me these things, and I had a friend die recently, and he gave some pretty good advice about that. So he's just like he's a pretty big mentor in AA, and he's like Master Oogway of AA for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
It's the magic of these good old.
I was thinking about the bands. I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Alright, this one goes out to Angel, the one that was sent from up above, shining his light through all his glory. Angel, you're nothing but an inspiration. You're kind, you're funny, you're sarcastic. Honestly, this is probably why it all worked out between me and you. I just want to say thank you as my sponsor for dealing with what you would call a fucking dumbass, but I just want to say thank you for working through the steps with me and guiding me through that big book. And he's just been nothing but light and inspiration through this journey. So thank you, Mr. Oldipa.
This is what Wacybidvid did for us. Imagine what it can do for you. Keep coming back.